shotgun. The running back has it. And he never had a chance. Stop cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Fresno State will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Some misdirection with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Takes the easy one to the back. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Right down the middle. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wide receiver comes in motion. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Off play action. Sends it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is on its way. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Bulldogs offense is on the field ready to get this drive cranked up. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Spins away from the defense. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Fresno State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for space, it's Collins. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Now the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Now on the counter. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Martin will throw it. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Racing down the left side. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Fresno State.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Collins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He might want another play. Martin back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Fresno State hoping to convert on 4th down. Quarterback will keep it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Fresno State right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Give to the back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Connection to the right.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Might be calling a hot route. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he tags on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And that one's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Look out, he's got room. Still on his feet. Got a little grass. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Once he got some room, it was over. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Caught in the backfield, it's raining. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
On the play. First down for the offense.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll send the back in motion. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he makes the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly. With the catch, it's Freeman. Flying out to the left. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. But I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Curtis. Picks up the 1st down. Maybe some room here. At the 30, the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet
Breaks into the open. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The give to the right. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Could be an alley. Past the 30. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to set up the screen. Ball is loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumbled in the first place.
The play action fake. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Over the middle, it's Williams. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Gets the back moving. Martin will throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The short hands, it's Ramirez.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough space. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again,
makes the catch, and he's free. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the wideout. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got him.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's
time to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open to try to make plays in the passing game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame them. Keep chucking the pill.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. Martin back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Intercepted by the defense. And they'll take over first and 10.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Fresno State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And
he's loose down the middle. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sacramento State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Number 47 set to take this one away.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Martin will throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They're working that left side. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. That's caught. It's McClain. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands. It's Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Running inside. It's Curtis. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man,
it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice.
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story.
And it's his fourth interception of the game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Going to the run, it's Curtis. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he added the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Ready, go! Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's McLean. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Hands it off on the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Fresno State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. The run inside. It's Rainey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. It's caught. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Complete on the left to Williams. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Caught behind the line. It's Curtis. Could not make his way to the corner. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now. Give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Sacramento State. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or have always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Finding some room. He's going to try to finish this one off with another score.